Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the global stage right here at Switch 2025. My name is Bobby. Good morning. How are we doing today? Are we doing good? So far, so good, right? This is a fantastic week. As you saw from all the graphics there, our 10th edition, this is our biggest gathering yet. 36 global markets, 30 pavilions, over 13 markets right here today. And over the next few days, you're going to hear from a lot of industry leaders from around the world talking about what's on trend, what they're looking to invest in. And this is a great stage because I'll tell you why. If you have a business that's been based in Singapore, maybe you just found it or an idea around the region, and you're thinking, okay, I always want to invest in my home country, rightfully so, but I want to expand my opportunities. Who else is interested in what I'm doing for my business or my investments? You're going to find out over the next 3 days right here at this stage. We're very honored to have a lot of our great friends, like Flanders, who is with us, is here. We'll be hearing from them in just a few minutes' time. But we also want to hear back from you as well. So follow us on social media as well, Switch Singapore, and also download our app as well from the respective iOS or Android app stores, and you can find out what market access sessions are happening throughout the day. So without further ado, let's kick off our first market access from our friends at Flanders Investment and Trade. It's called Shaping the Frontier of Bioconvergence. Flanders at the intersection of future healthcare transformation. Now, we're talking about biotechnology, nanotechnology, digital technologies converge to drive advancements in healthcare, life sciences, and electronics. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet with our first keynote speaker. Please welcome Kim Demeyer, Science and Technology Counselor at Flanders Investment and Trade. Kim, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, and good morning, everyone. It's my absolute pleasure to be your guide today through our journey in Flanders and guide you and see and show what opportunities Flanders can give in life sciences in the next 40 minutes. A lot of you might know Flanders, Belgium, as the home of beer and our first biomedical innovation. In 1852, a pharmacist called Jean Neuhaus coated his pills in chocolate, which later became the famous Belgian chocolates. It was our first bioscience innovation, and then we continued that over birth control, over painkillers, and over the the natural killer cells that you see on our presentation here. And that has evolved into a vibrant ecosystem for your startup to invest in Europe. Yeah. Flanders is the northern region of Belgium and has a central location in the heart of Europe. We are really within 60%, within 1 day truckloads, within 500 kilometers of 60% of the European consumer markets, and at the economic heart of Belgium itself. We do 82% of exports, and a lot of them are driven by our pharmaceutical industries. We have a lot of giants like Pfizer, GSK, that have production hubs within Flanders, and that can help shape our ecosystem and be reliable partners for you. We are the 6th strongest innovator in Europe. We are on the innovation scoreboard, European Innovation Scoreboard. We are the 6th among the member states, and we are consistently mentioned as an innovation leader. We invest over 3.5% of our GDP in R&D, which is both guided bottom up, but also top down. Our government invests a lot in R&D, but also our companies, our organizations, our research organizations invest themselves. So we are well above the target of 3% and even beating Singapore in terms of R&D innovation. So we make good partners for Singaporean companies that want to expand into European markets. We are also the first in innovation expenditures per person employed. We have excellent tax incentives for researchers to enjoy Flanders and to see how they can work within that ecosystem. SMEs are introducing business processes and innovation, and we have ecosystem that enhance collaboration. We have a very strong cluster system with also clusters in biotech and life sciences that enhance collaboration between several players, between universities and companies, between large companies and smaller companies to work on the innovations of tomorrow. Our ecosystem tech, the value of our tech ecosystem is 74 billion, according to the latest Deal Room report, which is also among the highest growers in Europe. And that's what you can see on the next slide. We have a growing ecosystem that is actually outpacing some of our European counterparts that goes extremely fast, with a growth rate of about 3 times since 2020. We're also far ahead there of a European average, and our European peers. This comes from a strong backbone. We have top-tier universities with Ghent, Leuven, and Antwerp that are in the top QS 100 ranking and have also played an important role in our startup ecosystem. You can see here that over 300 spin-outs have been formed from our ecosystem coming from our universities in different fields, going from climate tech to, of course, also biotech. And we are, as I mentioned, a biotech leader. We have the first European biotech industry with a public market cap of over 45 billion. We're also the third in Europe for pharmaceutical experts, as I mentioned, valued at 80 billion, relying also on our excellent logistics hub in Brussels Airport that has a direct connection to Singapore, by the way. And we've been for more than 10 years already in the top 3 of clinical trials in Europe. We have one of the fastest clinical trials, phase 1 approvals in Europe. Within 15 days, you can get your phase 1 approval. So it shows that that ecosystem is actually quite close and quite integrated. And then we also try to stay ahead. And you see this, I already mentioned the large investment of 3.5% of our BBP into startups. A large chunk of that is in biotech and pharma. It's by far our largest ecosystem. And this is what you can see in 2025. The capital that has been raised was over 150 billion until last week in biotech. So it's really one of the largest raised capital funding markets as well for early development. As you can see here, we have converging strengths. We have a large deep tech knowledge going from biotech, but also how we can manage digital tech and the crossroad between digital tech and life sciences. The tech bio but also, is also playing a big part of that. We have over 55 billion in emerging deep tech and life sciences startups. And we have, as you can see here, a lot of startups that are here. Argenx, you might recognize them. They made Eurostocks 50 a few weeks ago as the 50 most influential, largest companies in Europe. So it's really a very large ecosystem, as I mentioned. And we are fortunate enough to have 3 speakers here today that work with us and can explain a little bit more about that. And I will try, and we will go on that through that in the next fireside chat that we will have. But if you have questions, don't hesitate. We have a booth here at M12. We have a whole team there working on startups and is willing and able to answer all your questions that you might have on expanding into Flanders and Europe. Thank you.